Hello everyone, it's time for our first Strixhaven deck. So, if you know me, where did that card go? It just came out. Okay, I was just gonna move it so you guys could see it, but okay. Alright, as usual, Arena is all kinds of weird after the new set. Having trouble doing anything all of a sudden. Kazuls. Alright, so this is the first deck. If you know me, you should have known that this was coming. Alright, now there's two of them. I like Izzet. My first deck when I started playing this game was an Izzet deck. And this set did not disappoint. We got Prismari, which is apparently Izzet now. I don't know what the deal with that is. I also don't know why I suddenly have 61 cards in this deck. Well, we'll go through it and we'll figure out what the heck I just did. I put a Merfolk Secret Keeper in there somehow. Clearly Arena can't handle this. So this is kind of built off of the Izzet Sprite Dragon deck that's been around since Ikoria. It's gone through a bunch of different shifts through each set. This one, I do like what was added, so looking at this deck, it actually does a really good job. Like, looking at this, like, it takes something from every set, I believe, and really benefits from it. So let's look at the main part of the deck. So the main part of the deck's really about what Prismari and Izzet do best. Casting a bunch of instant and sorcery spells, and this deck turns into kind of a weird value aggro deck. So the main attacker is the Sprite Dragon, the 2-mana flying haste with essentially prowess. It just gets huge, and because of the haste and the flying, sometimes people can't deal with it. And the new toy that we got, usually I would pair it up with Stormwing Elemental, the one that's 3/3 with flying that ends up being 2 mana if you play a non-creature spell. And you scry when it comes in, so it's really nice. We're trying out Galazeth Prismari. So this is a 3/4 flying Elder Dragon that comes in and it gives you a mana rock, essentially. Artifacts you control, you have tap, add 1 mana of any color. You can only use it for instant sorceries. I mean, that's fine. The deck's huge on instants and sorceries. And it makes a treasure token when it comes in. So there's a few things you can do with this. This mainly just gives you a lot of value, but and you can blink this and get more mana. You'd have to, well, we don't have any blinks, so some of the things that I'll talk about at the end here, what I want to change with this deck, I kind of want maybe another counter or so, and I also would like to see if I could find something good to kind of blink Galazeth. Honestly, I might take out 1 or 2 gusts of wind and put in a the flying counter. So that's the main goal of the deck. You just go at them and you try to beat them up as fast as you can. But if you can't, you have a secondary game plan where Galazeth gives you a lot of value. You can cast a bunch of instant sorcery spells. So the lineup here, we got Opt, we got Unsummon, Frostbite, we got Fire Prophecy. So those are all like the staple kind of cards that were already kind of in here. Maybe not the Unsummon, but they're just, you know, good value. They help you get what you need, they remove things, and they let you just keep bashing with Sprite Dragon or buy you time till you can. Here's the new spice, Expressive Iteration. This card, when you first look at this, you probably just think this is Anticipate, but it's sorcery speed, and it kind of is. but it's so much better than that because you get to look at 3 cards. One of them just goes straight in your hand, right? Another one goes in the bottom, so it's kind of like a scry. You get rid of something you don't want. And then another thing you exile, and you can play it this turn, but you can choose lands from that. So it doesn't give you an extra land drop, but you can take a land from your deck and play that as your land for turn instead of the one in your hand that you're using. So this is good value. If this was essentially at its best, this is a draw 1, add a land to your hand, and a scry 1 essentially. I just think it's really good value. So I'm hoping more people catch on with this card. It'd be nice if it was instant speed, but you can't get everything. To round out our attackers, we have some Brazen Borrowers because Brazen Borrower. It's got flying. We got a bit of a flying theme going on here, but it also has the Petty Theft, which is treated as an instant, so gives us some value there for what we want to do, as well as being another creature option. Because what would happen before is sometimes the deck you'd just play 4 Sprite Dragons and 4 Storming Entity, and you get awkward games where you didn't draw any of your creatures. So having the Brazen Borrower be a creature and an instant option is great. And we don't play 4 of these, not because I wanted to be cheap on the mythics, which I was fine with, but it is legendary, so you're only ever going to have 1 out. So you don't want your hand filled with Galliseths. The mana base is kind of crazy. So we got Snow and the Snow Duels, and there's 2 reasons for that. One for Frostbite, because Frostbite's great. But also, we're trying out Frostboil Snarl. It's the new land cycle. You can reveal an island or mountain in your hand when you play it. And if you do, it actually comes in untapped. So, because this is a fast deck, you want to make sure you have the right colors. So, to do that, we're making sure we play an okay amount of basics. And the Volatile Ford. I was going to play Temple of Epiphany here, but it doesn't have the land types, and we have Frostbite, so I was like, you know what? We're playing this because now we essentially have more islands and mountains in the deck. Then we have the Pathways, just because Pathways are good. I snuck in a room for 2 of the Zendikar double-sided lands. One of them, Kazul's Fury. Sometimes you're just right there. You have a giant Sprite Dragon or something. You just need to finish off the game, and you just can't get through like a Dream Trawler or something. Sometimes the Kazul's Fury finishes it off. Again, only one, situational, but it can win us some games. Jawari Disruption, a nice counter. We need to protect our Sprite Dragon a bit, and I don't like playing too many counter spells because we have a lot of sorcery speed stuff like this spell, as well as we want to just pump a bunch of spells down and then attack. So trying to sneak in the counter spells as best I can without going too much. Our counter spell suite is this, 1 Lofty Denial, and 1 Miscast. So they're there, but I want them to be unpredictable because we definitely want to be able to deal with those dang emergent ultimatums and such. And usually a Miscast is enough to do that. So when you smack their emergent ultimatum with a 1 mana spell, it's not going to be good. And in the decks that we're going fast and aggro on, really knocking them out in those first couple turns, they're not going to be able to pay 3 for even anything. So really nice. Only 1 of each. Keep them on their toes. Some of the other weirder spells, we've got Gust of Wind. It's really good with flying. You get to bounce something and draw a card to replace itself. Really nice value. I've cut it back to 2 because it does suck when you don't have a creature at the start and you're trying to find where you're going. So it's still good value though. We also have Unsummon. You know, it's decent. You know, you pay 1 mana and make them have to play their thing again. Really good tempo to make us just take over the game. But also, instead of playing the other one that only hits your opponent's things and hits enchantments, Stern Dismissal, we're playing Unsummoned because if we really want to, we can return Galliseth to our hand if they're going to destroy it, or even Brazen Borrower if we want to get the Petty Theft again. But this will let us, if we play him again, we'll get another treasure. Yes, that's 4 mana, but it's an option. So protection as well as getting another enter the battlefield, pretty good, and it walks on the fine line of being a good throughout the game as well as getting you started. 1 Shadow Spear, we don't want more than 1 because, you know, once we got it, we got it. Really good, helping us race, get the lifelink, hexproof, so more protection. But the sneaky thing here is all of its effects, they're not tap effects. Galliseth says artifacts you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color. So we're gonna tap our Shadow Spear for mana. Yeah, so that's the deck. I think that's the spicy include right there. That's the real. So we're taking advantage of snow, double face cards, the new cards. This deck, it looks like it's gonna be fun. So let's hop in, play some games, and see if it's actually as good as I think it might be. If you're wondering why that says my real deck, I went and got the Azorius Control, was it Challenger deck? Wanted to try it out. You know, it's pretty decent value. Any of the Challenger decks are. They actually come with pretty decent cards. So definitely check those out if you see them around. So I was just trying it out on Arena. Oh, this is the new field, I guess. Alright, we got some stuff to do here. It's kind of slow, but I mean, we don't have any sprite dragons, so it's not like we're going to be going fast anyways. That's just how it ends up sometimes. So I was kind of upset. I was looking at the Mastery Pass. I don't always get the Mastery Pass, but I thought you would get Cody, the Tome guy. And you do get some Tome stuff, but it's not Cody. I think you only got Cody if you did the pre-order thing. Which is really annoying, because I might have actually considered if I knew that. Which, to be honest, isn't a good thing, because, like, I shouldn't have to kill FOMO if you're using out to get it. But I mean, Cody. I got my good dog. Weaselback Red Cap? What? I will probably make a video on a new Boros deck I'm trying out. It feels like mono white with some of the red stuff that came out in this set could be really nice. Alright, do I... I'm gonna go blue here because there's double blue and there's a bar. Yeah, Frostbite's instant. What do they pump to? 3? I think I'll wait and make them deal with the fact that they're farming their Weaselback Red Cap just to get bounced or destroyed. Probably bounced. They're gonna hate me. They're gonna hate me. Inspiring Veteran, eh? Alright, I can probably burn the... Oh wait, let's just pay 1 if... Yeah, okay. Sure. Alright, let's go with this. I kind of want to find a, we'll hit this. I kind of want to Sprite Dragon. Unsummon. So you won't. I mean, there's no reason not to. Yeah. So these are the weird hands where you end up with like not huge plays, but I mean Galseth. Let's see if he has animation. Oh yeah. Give us that treasure. And that gives us something to do on our opponent's turn. I don't know what they were thinking. It's like giving izzet ramp. I mean, I'm not complaining, but like making them the ramp color instead of green is weird. Everyone, you know, they say it's all important to keep the color pie together, but what is this? Okay, can't do much more with that. Can't kill it because I don't have enough snow. Oh no, I do. I do have enough snow, but I don't want to bounce it either because, oh, forgot to get some enchantments. Knight or equipment. Oh, or, okay, there we go, that's fine. I was a little confused. I was like, I don't think he gets ores. Alright, I think I'll frostbite this. I'm just kind of throwing out sorceries right now. Usually you have a good amount of draw power, but despite having only a few lands, it does seem like a lot of times you get in these weird situations where I said not lands, right? I think I only had 24 still somehow get in these really weird situations where you're like, how do I have so many lands? Alright, let's send in Prismari. I don't know. Could they have made him a 4-4? I feel like they could have made him a 4-4. Galseth. Is there a reason they're playing the life game lands? Just to have a dual land? This opponent, like, looks like they just came out of Throne of Eldraine draft or something. Let's see. We're probably going to unsummon that and get another treasure token. I wonder if, like, late game, rolling with actually, I'm going with I wonder if, like, for late game, like, Cathartic Reunion should be our draw. We just get rid of all these lands. Alright, we'll unsummon Galseth and get another treasure. At this point, we don't need the mana. So maybe we should put in more of those big spells that Prismari has. Yeah. Got the treasure, buddy. Oh, we got a lofty denial. This doesn't look like... that seems counterable, like... It's the best card that our opponent has played. So... might as well. Yeah, they look like they just came out of Throne of Eldraine draft or something. Like... Boros Knights. Okay. Alright, I don't want... like, they could do something to our Prismari, but I think that's fine. It's better than sitting with the deck card. We want stuff to do. We want to get a Sprite Dragon or something. We don't want all these lands. No. I'll keep it in hand and make me think we got something. Maybe I will cut the land count. Because, like, I don't know what I want to cut. Because we have the pathways. Because the pathways aren't snow. Alright? But they're just really good untapped lands. I don't want to cut into our basics either because we don't have enough snow. We did enough snow. We got mostly snow here. Maybe the pathways are the ones to go synergize with our dual land. And the dual land is probably more important simply because you gotta make sure we have people go from one color to another real quick in this deck if we're going fast. I don't play this. I gotta reveal. I won't, because I don't think I have something. Normally, you can reveal that. Yeah, this guy's not doing too hot. The lands we've gotten right now, the two-color decks, man, these are just so good. So good. Hello? What are you thinking about? Are you trying to figure out how you're gonna get around my flyers? Alright, this should just... I don't think they can do anything. We might need more draw in this deck. Just pure card advantage. I mean, we have the new Prismari spell. That's really like our get card thing. It doesn't give card advantage. It gives the land. Embercleave? Question mark? If we play Embercleave. I mean, I actually kind of want it. I mean, just imagine playing a card as broken as Embercleave and then just being like, yeah, I'm gonna tap my Embercleave for mana. I'm gonna do that. You haven't lived until you tapped your Embercleave for mana. Alright, Arena. We get it, you're struggling. Nice. I have all these 750 missions to do too. So once those are done, we got some coins in the bank. I think I'm just gonna throw like one random Embercleave in there. So maybe put it in Embercleave, take out the Lofty Denial. Well, I mean, we won't usually have a lot of creatures, so maybe Embercleave actually isn't that good. We mainly just want more cards, so we'll go back up to 3 for Gust of Wind. And our land should be 22, technically 24 with the duels. Do we really want to go lower than that, though? Because then we start having Frostburrow come in tap. What would we want to put in for it, is the question. We almost want one of those Prismari big spells. Because, like, if you don't draw Sprite Dragon, you're more of like a control deck almost. Like, so what's a nice... What's a nice big spell? Magma Opus, 4 damage. Tap permanents. 4 for a red and blue elemental without flying, though. You do get the draw. And they make treasure tokens too with Prismari is great. Maybe just roll with the one that makes 2 creatures. Honestly, probably because it makes a treasure for Prismari, and we need instant sorceries, but we also need creatures. So, like, we'll pop one of them in there. Just one and try it out. Maybe cut these. I hate how you have to go into this to add more of them. Like, I know I'm going to craft them, but it's annoying that if you just want to kind of like draft your deck, figure out what you want to do before crafting, you got to do that. Let's try this. This will give us a lot of bodies, at least. And that is... Maybe that card is perfect for this build of the deck, because you get both of those weird situations where you don't have creatures, and you have a ton of mana. You want something solid to do with it. I don't think that had draw cards stapled on it too, right? Alright. Oh, nice. We got our untapped dual land. That's solid. That is solid, yeah. My question is, what do we do? Do we opt first? Do we opt then expressive iteration? Because the expressive iteration will basically give us a land anyways. That'll get us 4 up to Prismari. And really the only thing we're worried about from there is getting like a Sprite Dragon or something to really tee off. So I think we opt into expressive iteration and try to get a Sprite Dragon. Look at this. Turn 1 untapped land. How about that? What has standard become? You don't even have to pay 2 lives for it. Oh, dude, imagine with historic too. You already have the. Oh, nice. Imagine historic. You already have the shock points. Another one. Yo, mana is so good. There's no reason not to play this. Like, I feel like I always get too high in the land cycles, but oh my gosh, like that's good. Even if, like, you know, if that volatile forward was like a snow-covered mountain, and then we kept just drawing mountains we're still perfectly fine after that. With those dual lands. Alright, we're probably gonna need a, oh! No way down. Okay. Whatever you say. Let's expressive iteration first to get our land. Alright, one into the hand. Let's put Kazul's Fury into the hand. We will exile. Let's. Do we want an untapped or do we want our third snow land? I guess untapped. Oh wait, no, this is into your library. Okay, so this one's going to the bottom, and then this one's exiled. And we're playing this. I don't think we get to choose which side. Oh wow, we get to choose which side. Okay, that's okay with me. To be fair, I probably should have taken the snow one because we can't really use that mana this turn anyways. So the snow one was the better one. Put an X out there. So we drew a card, we got a land, we scried something away. We do have the Kazul's Fury to help us. They do way down. You can unsummon. Choose a card with mana value. What is this? Converted mana cost. Ugh. That means they're just gonna take Prismari. Unless they want to take Kazul's Fury for some reason. Yeah. How could you not choose the flashy new mythic? This deck usually plays a ton of way down and such. Or no, not way down. Dead weight. But I haven't seen a single one. Alright, well I guess we don't need to worry about having it tapped. Because we don't have Prismari to play anymore. It'd be nice to boost our Sprite Dragon, but all the spells we got, we kind of just gonna sit on. That's the problem when we have like these spells that are like defensive. You get to a point where you kind of want to sit on them, but then you're not boosting Sprite Dragon. But like with Gust of Wind, I'm fine with because you get to replace it, you get to draw a card. Alright. Do we... Let's let that resolve for now. See if they decide to throw even more stuff on them. They know we have the Unsummon, they don't know we have Brazen Bar, but I think I'm still going to use Brazen Bar so we can get him out. That'll get rid of the Aura. They don't have Luris as their companion though. Usually you see Luris with Fateful Eidolon to recycle the dead weight and such. But maybe they have Luris in the deck? They got the red mana source, so maybe Cox's around? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Alright, let's do this, try and get something for ourselves. Alright, do we take another expressive iteration? Gust of Wind will draw us, but it doesn't, like, dig. Answer Switch. Let's take another one, give us another chance, and we still get to Gust of Wind this turn, right? Yeah. Let's play our land first. So we have a blue left up for unsummon. I'm gonna return to you and draw. Sprite dragon, nice. So we got a backup dragon. And now we're actually hitting for some damage. Cool. It stinks only playing 3 Prismari sometimes, but I don't want to play 4 because of the legendary. And you know, it saves us a mythic wild card too, if that means anything. It's always the rare wild cards I feel like you need more of. Getting all these rare land cycles. You just run out of rares real quick. So with the expressive iterations, you want to play them before your land drops so you can get the land out of the deal if it shows up. Usually one of the 3 will be land. Alright. I think Fire Prophecy, because we want to kill these things. Bouncing them, we're not really getting anywhere. Unsummon can go in the library and exile this. It's kind of weird how the last one, it doesn't just do it, like it doesn't just know that you have to put that in exile. I suppose I should have Sprite Dragon first. Because then he would have been a bit bigger. Okay, they have nothing. I wonder if this is the kind of person who plays Extinction Event. Probably. I don't need to do this now, but it will boost our Sprite Dragons. Yep. Let's put a land back. Hope to get some more gas. Yeah, nice. Alright, they're not in a good spot. They would be in a really bad spot if we didn't have, if we had 3 untapped mana, we could just consume Fury for game. Alright, that's fine. We still got a swing at you with Sprite Dragon, and we have a chance to consume Fury for game if we need to. Okay, thanks for taking that, buddy. You know I have Confused Fury, so you know you're kind of sweet. Interesting. This... Okay. So is he just playing like the pathways just so he's able to cast Tybalt? Is that what's going on there? Alright. Makes sense. No reason not to. It'll just be a swamp basically anyway. Alright, one more. If we go 3-0, that'd be pretty good. Although, we haven't had, like, great quality opponents here. Throne of Eldraine draft player, we got mono black, you know, just anything black goes in the deck. I'm confident Expressive Iteration will get what we need. And it'll get us a land for Prismari, and we got Snows. This looks solid. I don't feel bad playing a tap land turn 1. Oh. Sprite Dragon. I mean, even if those weren't Expressive Iterations, I think we got what we need now. I really think we got what we need to tee off in this guy. So we have to have more of an aggro start. They seem to be mono white, but without the 1 and 2 drops. Strange. Yeah, probably not right. Either that or they're horribly mana screwed. Are you kidding me? You see, after messing around with the Azorius Control Challenger deck, I really realized, let me take this. I really realized, like, how Archon and Sun's Grace and Banishing Light, they're really nice. They sound like a really solid combo. But, like, they just can't really stand up in the standard for some reason. Just too much mana intensive. You know, the Banishing Light, 3 mana to remove things. Yeah, it's nice you get... damn annoying thing. It's nice you hit everything, but they can take it back. And 3 mana is a bit when we have a lot of 2 mana removal. Even 1 mana removal. Removal on lands and modal removal. Just, it's slow. And then Archon's of Sungrace is unfortunately suffers from the comes in, doesn't do anything right away, unless you're playing it like turn 6 or so and you still have mana open for like some random 2 mana spell. Alright. Galliseth is more expensive now. Let's keep rolling with this. I don't want to bounce anything. Alright. Galliseth can come to my hand. We're going to want him next turn. Miscast can go in the library for now. So the expressive iteration really lets you get access. Like, yes, every time we put Miscast down, but that's because we're not playing like those control decks that we worry about something like that. Like, it's there if we want to take it in those matchups. So expressive iteration really gives such good card selection. Card selection and value. Love it. Alright, buddy. We got Prismari. We got treasure. We got 1 mana for our Shadow Spear. That ramps us. That's right, Shadow Spear was actually a mana rock the whole time. Look at that. Oh, I love it. No! Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't take my mana rock. Oh, you're taking that, okay. Now, I'm pretty sure I have to do this now, because I think if Prismari leaves, my stuff does not have tap for mana anymore. So let's put that back, make you at least have to cast it again. Maybe we can find a counter spell. We already threw Miscast at the bottom of the deck, unfortunately. So that's not happening. We have another Galliseth that we can afford. Really don't want to. Let's pop this onto Galliseth. And throw down the Brazen Bar. I probably should have just waited on that. I should have waited on the Brazen Bar. That was kind of a slight misplay there. And this way, if for some reason the first thing they do next turn isn't Banishing Light Prismari, they can still Frostbite something if they play a creature for some reason. They just got all the annoying cards. Banishing Light and whatever it's called. Alright, buddy, whatever you say. say I'll just have one next turn at least. And then I'll still have 2 mana to play instant sorceries. So do these lose the, yeah, they do lose it, okay. So your Galliseth has to be on the field. You want your mana rocks. Alright. Let's put this down in case they do something to this Galliseth. Have a 3rd Banishing Light. I don't think I can equip. Oh, I can. I just have to sacrifice. Okay. I forgot. Yeah, I can. Okay, so you can infinitely use your treasures for instant sorceries. You can single use if on anything. And I should have put Shadow Spear and Brazen Bar. I could have scooted it over next turn. That's fine. We're sitting at 24. We're not worried about our life right now. Worried about whatever nonsense this guy's playing. What we can see here? Shatter. Oh, Skyclave. So what's that gonna hit? That's annoying, man. That's dang annoying. Well, let's tap our Shadow Spear for mana while we can. You get what, a 4/4 I think is how it works. Whoa! They're getting indestructible out here. No! If only I had that. Oh, if I had mana for Unsummon. If I would have Frostbit, I could have. How was I supposed to know? I just wanted to use up the bigger thing while I could. That's annoying. Okay, well. They are really intent on just taking everything. I don't think I get Galliseth back. I get a, yeah. I get a token. I mean, they're running out of life, so the token might do something. Got 8 life, I got 8 on board. You got black in your deck? I see you're a removal enthusiast, huh? Alright, well. What was their win con? Are they just trying to beat people to death with Skyclave Apparition? This is what happens when I don't grind the ladder in a while. I think next time I just need to like whip out like mono red or something and just bash some people to get to a decent rank before we roll again. But honestly, bad opponents or not, this deck, I feel like it stood pretty well. We didn't take the miscast much, but it was there for us if we needed against some of these crazy ramp decks. We didn't get this guy. It doesn't say draw, right? Yeah, it just puts bodies down. Maybe something else. I feel like we want something big, finish the game kind of thing. Maybe more Gust of Winds or something. It's a work in progress, but I feel like this deck has a lot of options and a lot of power hanging around it. So we've had this weird izzet deck for a while, and I feel like now's about the time it's ready to do some work. So try this out. Let me know. What are you using expressive iteration for? Like, I know it's got to be an izzet deck, but man, I really like this card. The value, the selection. It lets you get away with these decks where you really need like one of your sprite dragons, or play one miscast and you see it that much. I think we saw miscast every game. Usually it was from expressive iteration. So you can get away with playing these techs too. So let me know what you think of the deck. Let me know what you think of the new land cycles, Prismari, izzet as a whole, and the whole dang set. We have a bunch of cards to go through still. And yeah, let me know. Let me know if you know what the last card in this deck should be. Alright. See you guys.